Hey y'all, and welcome to Just Jamming, your Awkward Big Sister podcast. Today we're going to talk about friendship, and boy, do I have some stories for that. But I want to talk about friendship from the lens of isolation, and be it self isolation or isolation because you need to recalibrate who your friends are. So, for me, I would say I don't really necessarily have any friends in this season of life. I have associates, I have people that I talk to, but I don't necessarily have any friends. Growing up, I had about four really good best friends. Um, we used to live down the street from each other, so we used to walk to each other's house. We used to go to school together, so we used to go to church together, so we worked together a lot. But I believe that God, these past at least 4 years, have put me personally in isolation. And I believe that because that is because um he's been working on things with me for me. And that's isolation, I would not say is always expedient. Um and you definitely shouldn't live your life as in, oh, it's only me, myself, and I, because that's not the truth. Every man needs somebody. That's like one of Maslow's hierarchy of needs, like people being in relationship with people. Um, Everybody needs somebody, even if you have one or two good people by your side. But as far as friendship, and I've noticed the trend in the younger generations under 30, of the sad boy, sad girl culture of loner, depressed, being by yourself, not really wanting to get out there and make friends, or even as you get older, get out and make romantic connections, but moreover, um, through internet connections or through watching TikTok or YouTube or whatever. I'm grateful for you guys viewing my channel, but I do think there is something to say about going out and meeting people in community that are like you. Um, and even people that are not like you, I think that's important as well. I agree that depression is real, and sometimes you just want to shut in and shut the world out. Um, and I do think that you should seek some help for that. As a grief counselor, I'm definitely going to be tapping into tools to help for that in future podcasts. So I do take that very seriously. Don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is don't live a life of isolation. And that would be another thing. Isolating yourself when you're depressed and you're not feeling good, or you're in a dark place, is probably one of the worst things, because, and also a really big thing, being the strong friend and isolating yourself because you're so used to taking care of other people, but when it comes to people taking care of you, you don't want to worry anybody, or you don't want to upset anybody, so you keep it to yourself. So both of those things are extremely toxic to you. Um, get a person or two people. I wouldn't say get 5 or 6 friends, because uh, that's a personal preference. I would say. But get one or two good people. Get one or two good friends that are willing to talk to you, willing to seek help for you if they know that you're in a deep space that, they can't help you with, it, they can't talk through, or they can't give you any advice about. Get you one or two good friends. You don't have to have a whole host of people, but get people around you who really have your back and who are really in your corner and who really care for your best well being. I know it's cute, in this day and age, to have the aesthetic friends, the baddies. Anyhow, the friends that, you know, can club with you, but the friends that don't have any substance with you, the friends that can, probably go shopping or let's go for dinner, but can't sit at your house and sit on your couch and say, what's going on, what's really going on, what's deeply going on. And sometimes they may feel like that's not your business, and that's okay too. But in other times, when they open up to you and they're being vulnerable with you, do your best to seek help for them or to counsel them in your best way possible. Um, for me personally, I haven't had friends for, like I said, about 4 years, just because I believe that God stripped away everything from me in 2018. And 2019 was like my transitioning period. Um, he has been working with me and building me up to the person that I am becoming, because I can't say that I'm quite there yet, but to being my most authentic self, to being able to be an open Christian and loving God with my whole heart and not trying to please those around me. Um, because I'm not going out anymore. I'm not being the person that they thought. Because to me, I've always been the friend that's been there. I've always been the friend for advice. I've always been the friend for counsel. And I think God just pulled me back and it's like, you know, you're trying to be everything to everybody, but you're not being authentic to you. And that's making you stumble in hearing God's voice, because when I'm not authentic to myself, um, that makes my Christian walk stumble, because I'm worried in my mind about what people think or what will go on or what will be the outcome of this. So anyhow, I haven't been in that friendship space for quite a while, but I will say that I'm now starting to try and understand community again on new terms of being my authentic self, on being 100% me and learning me and knowing me, because a lot of things have changed between these 4 years and not necessarily knowing what things were going to be or what direction things were going to go. But I've been figuring it out, and sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's easy. It's just a learning and a growing process. So, with that, I would say get you a couple of good people in your corner who are going to be your cheerleaders and who you can cheer for, who are going to have those deep conversations with you, and you can have those deep conversations back, who are going to be able to give you counsel or lead you in the right direction of counsel. As you grow and as you learn, you'll understand that being authentic to you is probably your best superpower. Whether you're weird, whether you're this, whether you're that. Um, and that's not condoning sin. Sin is not authentic to you. Being in alignment with the Lord is what's authentic to you. And living through who He's called you to be. He wrote a book about you before you were ever even born and put it in your mother's womb. Having a lens of success through God's lens of success, not necessarily the world's lens of success, because the world will heap a lot of things on you, and the world is very heavy. Um, the way that God loves you and guides you and leads you in everything that you should do. And pray, if you want to pray, pray for friends. That might seem silly. That might seem, whatever, but pray for friends. There's biblical verses all throughout the Bible about friends, about how your friends should be there for you, how iron should sharpen iron, how, you should be in community and you should be breaking bread and you should be loving your brothers. You're loving your fellow brothers. So there's a lot of, and even about Jesus, greater love had no man than this, that he would lay down his life for a friend. Friendship is, I believe, important. And Jesus was friends with Lazarus and his sisters, and he raised him from the dead. Like, friendship is important. So find you some good friends. That's all I got for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on Friday. Bye bye.